Hi, everybody. It's Christine Bertram. I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We're here on a Monday, you guys. Feels a little bit weird, doesn't it? Well, we usually do Mystery Card Night on Monday, so that's not so weird, but there's actually not going to be a live on Thursday night of this week. So let's give this a moment for it to pop in to make sure that you guys are good to go. It says it's waiting for me to go live, and I know that if it's not live for me quite yet, it might not be live for you guys. So I'm going to say hi to everybody while we wait for it to go. Hopefully it's going. There it is. Yay. All right. Hi, Angelique. Hi, Susan Bellamy. Hi, Mary Lemke and Sarah Mitchell. And there's Mary Carls from Jericho. Hi, Deb Norman. Hi, Dawn Ablett. Hi, Laura Sullivan. There's Cindy Runtree and Angelique, hello. I saw your purplicious mystery card night, Angelique. I love it. Hi, Ann Bellinger. Hi, Debbie Gast. There's Betty Pyle. Hi, Connie Moore. Yep, Deb says be sure to hit the thumbs up, you guys. I'd really appreciate it. Hi, Becky Schlossnagel. Hi, Pauline Landuit. Hi, Marcia Coolbert. Long time no see. There's Lynn Beasley. It's hot there, isn't it, in Utah? It wasn't too bad here today, you guys. Hi, Jean Terwilliger. Hi, Amy Ponce. So there's Karen Forward. I was just starting to talk about the week being weird, and then I realized that it didn't go live yet, so I thought I better just wait. You guys, it's a weird week, I think, because normally I would have this class on Thursday night. Hi, Hilda Nell. Hi, Kat Fronick. Hi, Sarah New. Hi, Judy Jones and Sharon Rush. Normally this class would have been Thursday night, but you guys were doing our annual camping trip. Hi, Donna Grushki. Hi, Susan Wormley. We're doing our annual camping trip. We've been doing this camping trip for probably 10 years, usually the last weekend in July. Sometimes it was in August and sometimes mid-July, but we always found the sweet spot for the nicest weather to be the last weekend in July. So we leave on Wednesday, actually, and we're back on Sunday, and we're actually canoeing. Tyler and I are canoeing while two of our friends are kayaking. We are canoodling down the Mississippi River. We're starting in Prairie du Chien, and we're ending in Dubuque, Iowa. And I'm so excited because we're going to be seeing and staying with my friend Deb Norman, who lives in Dubuque. We're going to be seeing her on Wednesday. Deb, yay! And I talked to John and Tiffany and Tyler. We're hoping that we can meet you at the the Stonecliff. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Anita. Stonecliff Winery for dinner on Wednesday night. So I didn't tell you that yet, but as long as you're watching, I thought, I better tell you. That's what we're hoping to do. So yay. And then we leave first thing on Thursday morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and early. Hi, Faye Gabi. And we're doing like 16 miles on Thursday, 15 miles on Friday, and then 10 miles and 12 miles between Saturday and Sunday each day. One of those is one and one's the other. But yes, so so last year we did the Wisconsin River. We did 40 some miles on the Wisconsin River. And so yeah, thank you. Wear your life jacket, right? That's what my mom would say. Hi, Kimberly O'Brien. So my mom would definitely say, you better not ever have your life jacket not on. So always have it on is what that really meant. So this class normally would have been Thursday. So what I did is swapped it around and switched Kelly to do Paper Pumpkin on Thursday night. Well, you guys, lo and behold, Kelly reached out to me last week and she's like, this isn't gonna work because she's also, why do I always get the itchy nose in like first 5 minutes, you guys? It always does something that makes me gotta itch it. So Kelly reached out to me and said, Chris, I think that's not going to work because we're also going to be in Door County, or they're doing something. Her and her family are gone. They leave Thursday midday and come back sometime. And so she's like, I can't do a live Thursday night, but I can do it at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning if that works. I'm like, yes, sold. Let's do it. So you guys, so there will actually be no live on Thursday night per se. It will actually be at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning, which is okay. If you can't watch it at 9 a.m., don't fret, don't worry. You can always catch the replay, you guys. So Mary Carls will be down there next week too. Very cool. Stonecliff only serves appetizers and after 2. Okay. And pizza after 2. Oh, Fine, that works. Pizza's okay. So I'm sure that we will be fine with that. And then we just got to figure out the time. So yes, we'll chat probably tomorrow, I'm guessing. Okay, so that's what's on the schedule for sure on Thursday is 9 a.m. Paper Pumpkin. I think that I have one kit left. I've been dwindling down on my stockpile here, so there's one left for July. I have a hunch that maybe by Thursday it might not be there, but if for any reason you guys are wondering if it's still, the top one is July, the bottom one is April. So if it's there on Thursday, first one to let Kelly know, I'll save it for them for when I get back, I can mail it out. So the other thing too, we just finished off all the cards for the month of August, and Gina is putting the finishing touches on her scrapbook layout. You guys, starting in August, I'm very pleased to report out that pizza and beer is good, right, Laura? I definitely agree. I'm pleased to report out that starting in August, we're filling a void in the Cards by Christine offerings, I guess you could say. I have my oldest and most senior bee on the team, Gina Bulow, who I was stamping with from 2016 on. She's been on my team since 2016, and we did our classes in the beginning, and then family came first, and now she's at that point where it's like, I want to get back doing classes again. And she is a scrapbooker, you guys. So I'm very excited to say that starting in August, there will be a scrapbooking class in the mix. Yay! So it kind of fills a void. I've had people reach out to me throughout the years and say, hey, do you do scrapbooking? I'm like, nope, that's not me. I used to back in the day, and it got to be too much with, I'm I guess you could say balls to the wall kind of person. So it's all or none. And if I do scrapbooking, I spend all my time and money on scrapbooking and not anything else. And so I kind of put scrapbooking on the back burner for a very long time. I think the last time I scrapbooked was in 2002 or 3 or 4. So it's been 20 years. And I just know it took me an entire year to make a scrapbook, and it cost oodles of thousands of dollars to make a book. And I'm like, I think I get more instant gratification out of making cards. So I've been doing cards, you guys, for the last 20 years, but I did start doing scrapbooking. Hi, Jenna Helms. Hi, Shirley Vanderbloomer. So I'm excited because the void, people have been asking for it. You're going to get a scrapbooking class with Gina. She's going to go live in my YouTube channel, and you will be able to get kits if you want through her, not me, but through her. She's excited. She has her layout. She was just going to go home. She brought it over this afternoon to show it to me. She's going to put her final touches on it and then have it back here tomorrow. So I will be able to include that in the showcase that we're going to be doing. And that's what I'm leading up to. Hi, Sarah Merchant. The showcase. The showcase, we have a busy day tomorrow, but the showcase is going to be at some point between now and it's going to be done by 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning. So Gina teaches the fishing class in here on Wednesday morning, and the showcase is done before then because I leave around 1 o'clock and I can't be in here while she's having class doing the showcase. So I haven't kind of pegged the day and time yet, guys, but it's coming. So just know though, if you aren't available at the time that I do it, the replay will always be there. And I wanted to show you what we did today. I'm going to take the camera off right now and do this now versus show you guys later in case I forget. We kitted up the 2 Stamp-A-Stacks today. We kitted up the Winter Wonderland Stamp-A-Stack, and I have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots left for the Winter Wonderland Stamp-A-Stack. The fishing one, you guys, there's a few more left. There's, I think, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 12 left for the fishing Stamp-A-Stack. So we're winding down. We kitted up X amount, right? Whatever it was, 60 and 60. So it was an enormous, amazing response to these classes. So if anybody still would like to get signed up for these classes, please let me know soon. They're kitted. They could go in the mail before I leave. Otherwise, they'll go in the mail next week. But what I want to do is show you guys. We're going to do a little tour. Some of you maybe not have seen the hive because I usually do this at the end of a class. But I thought I'm going to do it right now before we get going, just in case I forget. So I'm going to take this off. And you guys don't get dizzy, okay? I know that background looks really crazy, but I'm going to flip this camera around, and you guys are going to see, where is it? Right here. Okay, the craziness that's going on in here right now. So this is where we normally have class, right? So 8 people would usually sit here, but these are all the fishing Stamp-A-Stacks ready to go. Yes, Laura, your monthly class for July will come with the stamp stack. Yes, it's already setting off to the side. Hi, Marsha Long. So that's everybody who's already signed up, 35 are already signed up for the mailings for the fishing stamp stack. You guys, I have this off to the side here ready for the showcase. This is the piles of classes for the showcase for you guys for next. So these are the August classes ready to show you during the showcase. And then this is the swap card showcase I need to do. I was hoping to sneak that in too before the end of, before my week is done. But then this is the Winter Wonderland Stamp-A-Stack. All these are already accounted for. And again, I think that there's 6 left. Look at these, you guys. This is what's going to be mailing out. All of this stuff. I'm waiting on the Stella pens, the embellishment. My cousin Kelly said, why don't you do a Stella pen for the embellishment this time versus gems? Because it was really hard to figure out the gems, what to do. And everybody can Stella. Hi, Jeannie Parker. Everybody can Stella the all the glistening snow. It's the Winter Wonderland. It's super cool. You can Stella everything. So the Stella pens are coming tomorrow. But yeah, you guys, this is the Winter Wonderland Stamp-A-Stack all the way to there. And Marsha Long, yes, I will grab the cards. They're right here. Okay, I'll bring them over to show you guys. Hi, Sandy Zidoon. You guys, this is what the little nook area looks like. A lot of people say, wow, that looks so small compared to what it looks like from the other direction. So, yeah, and you guys, my mom, I have a new little niece. Look at this. My mom stuck this picture up here. This is baby Maisie. My brother Mark had a baby back in April. Is that not happy? So I noticed that picture about, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. So my mom snuck that picture up on me, which was cute. Okay, so now I have a cute little baby staring at me, my little niece. All right, so I will flip the camera back down. I hope you guys didn't mind seeing a little tour of the hive, what we've been working on. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. I sure hope I'm in for this stuff. Yes, Jeannie Parker, I think you have your Post-it note was messaged to you last week or 2 weeks ago. And whenever you have a chance to send over, you Venmo me usually. So make sure you check your messages, Jeannie, so that you can send me that because it's due now. All right, so let's flip down here. So yes, busy we were today. You sure are extending your business. Yay! Yes, we are. And Jean is also going to be doing not only a scrapbooking class for you guys, she's also going to be adding in a monthly suite technique class, meaning she's going to pick a suite once a month, make 4 cards, 2 of which will feature the technique, and 2 that are going to, all 4 will feature the suite, but 2 will feature the technique. And she'll be also doing those classes via my YouTube channel. She's just getting her ducks in a row. And so I help my team members as much as I possibly can. She doesn't have the setup in her apartment to do the lives, and she's like 5 minutes from me. So she's going to come over here and use the technology. I'll have to tell her and teach her all the quirks and the ins and the outs, you guys, right? Of the buffering and all that crazy stuff that sometimes happens. Yes, Kimberly, she is a cute baby. So I'll have to teach her all that stuff, but she will be doing all of that videoing through the Cards by Christine YouTube channel. So all of you guys will have access to it right off the bat, and then she'll share it to her page. And then eventually, over time, she'll build her community and also get her own YouTube channel that she'll start going live with that. So hi, Linda Scott. How you keep it all straight? Yep, yeah. So a lot of you guys are getting each of those classes. I would have to say 3/4 of the people that are over there signed for each class are for both of them, right? Which is awesome. Okay, so to the cards though, in case you guys are still interested in the Winter Wonderland Stamp-A-Stack, this is the one where I have about 6 left. So this one was Tyler's inspiration. You guys, he said that this is perfect because there's an animal walking through the woods and it leaves your mind wondering, well, what is it, right? What is leaving those footprints? And then he's like, well, when you open up the card, you see that it was the fox. What does the fox say, right? All right, so there's card number 1. There are 11 cards. I got to keep these in order because the tutorial needs to be in this order. Then we have here another one. So these are all 5 by 7, you guys. So You're going to use that Winter Wonderland Designer Series paper. These card kits are massive, you guys. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you saw them over there, but they were meaty. So there's that one. And then here's this one right here with Bambi. Its ears are officially too big per our thoughts, but you know what? It's a card, and so it can have too big of ears. Hi, Linda Hunt. All right, and then the ones that have the colored card bases, you will also get white inside. And then, like, I have my scraps here, so I know what I cut off. Go this way. And then I made these all occasion cards. So they could be thank yous, they could be birthday, they could be sympathy, they could be thinking of you. Did I say that? Thinking of you, thank you, birthday. Hello, you called. Is it me that you're looking for? They could be hello cards. Now that one's really pretty. The sending smiles fits really great on some of these. Also used, hi Patty Wright, also used Season of Chic on here. We pulled in something fancy, but this one I think is my favorite. That's why I saved it for last. I think that's the one I would pick as my favorite. So, are one of those for you? You know, you guys, I'm thinking that you'll have to like help me out and like look back through messages. So if a bunch of you ask me, am I signed up or am I signed up? Like, I think so, but the best thing to do is to look back through our communication. If we text or if we email, and just double check yourself. But Becky, yes, you were sending a check for it. And that check you told me, I think, mailed out last week. So it didn't arrive today, but you were signed up for both of them, if I'm not mistaken. So I have my book in front of me. And as long as I do, you guys, I'm going to do roll call for tonight. I have oodles of this class left over, you guys. The same thing happened with Artistically Inked and Textured Floral. I felt so bad after running short on the fish class by like 9 or 10 sets that I overestimated on the next 3 classes by a lot. Not just 1 or 2, but like oodles. So I think on this class, you guys, there are about 20 sets of this class left. Laura Sullivan, you're so funny. So Laura Sullivan changed her mind. She wants the class. Okay, so Laura, I can add you on here. So I added your name, and we'll figure out from the stamp sale money what we want to do. You can't see the total. Click on the Post-it note, Jeannie. There's a picture of the Post-it note. All you have to do is tap on it, and it will make the picture bigger, and it should have the total on the bottom. It should anyways. So otherwise, I can resend it to you. It also included the Escape, you guys. That's the other thing that's coming up, you guys. The Autumn Creative Escape is coming up. Holy Moses. Hi, Maria Gilbertson. The Autumn Creative Escape is coming up soon, you guys. So that's on the docket. But we're going to do roll call, you guys. I'm going to do that first right now so that we can get done with that. I will do a drawing for a door prize later on tonight. I also have some cards to give away. And I have mystery card night drawing, and we're going to do the Share, Create, Inspire drawing. So there's a bunch of things we're going to do after class, you guys. So we have Latokia Trigg, Julie Bierschbach, Becky Gandolfo, Frances Rodriguez, Annette Rollin, Jenna Helms, Sandy Wicklander, Sherry Everett, Angela Knutson, Jeannie Parker, Faye Godby, Donna Grushke, Patty Wright, Barbara Rudolph, Mary Lemke, Susan Bellamy, Karen Woods, Vicki Rodriguez, Mary Carls, Jill Butzine, Dawn Ablett, Sharon Land, Angelique McClendon, Linda Scott, Christina Bernards, Karen Forward, Debbie Buzzy at Work Schultz, Leslie McMinn, Laura Sullivan, Sarah Merchant, Susan Wormley, Carla Lake, Jennifer Jones, Sue Spigner, Lori Baxter, Nedra Dover, Tammy Steckling, Shirley Malarkey. Over here, we have Lori P., Gwen Petrashek, Feline Mays, Lori Kaiser, Linda Hunt, Carla Reel, Marcia Dean, Sarah Kruger, Bobby Rubish. Yay, girls. You better be doing this class tomorrow morning. They told me they were going to get together on Tuesday morning and do this class. So you better be getting those cards done, girlfriends. Sarah Mitchell, Carmen Melendez, Cheryl Thomas, and Wendy Kruger. So there really is, you guys, when you look down here, this is what I have for hoping that people still sign up for class yet. So that's what we've got. So just know if you're watching this video tomorrow or in 2 days or in 5 days or in 10 days or even 2 months or even 3 months, I probably most likely will have this class available as a past class. Okay, just putting it out there. It's like just went, go big or go home or do both. So that's what we do. All right. So Leslie just sent me an email for the Winter Wonderland class. Perfect. Very, very good. All right. So we'll make sure to get you added. Yeah, you guys, it's really important if you do want to get in on either one of these classes that you let me know, because I plan to ship them out tomorrow. And then I leave Wednesday and I'm not back until Sunday. And the Winter Wonderland class is next week. I mean, I could always mail it next week, Monday or Tuesday, but then you might not have it in time for class, but that's usually okay, because I think if I had to guess, 70% of you don't usually make your cards with me at night. You usually do them afterwards, later on in life. Okay. And the other thing too, before anybody goes off and sends money for anything, I am looking to consolidate classes. So these two classes we kitted up today. So if you want both of them, I've been taking $6 off of one of them to save shipping, because I can ship them in the same package versus shipping them separately. So just know that that is always something we can do if you want both of them. All right, so that's exciting stuff, you guys. Yeah, so about 12 left for the fishing, and now about 4 to 5 left, I think, 4 left for the Winter Wonderland at the moment. So, all right, so that's roll call. We'll do the door prize later. Anything else? I might as well share this with you. Almost forgot. So we're going to be doing the mystery card night drawing later, but I'm going to show you the cards real quick. So I did post these in the event on the Facebook page. Hi, Sherry Stewart. Yay. Shirley Vanderblumer says scrapbooking and cards. Yay. So I posted these in the Facebook event. These were my 2 cards I made with the mystery card night layout. This is the one where I opted for stamping on a white piece of paper and then the mat, and then adding a little ribbon and some embellishments. So this was my step down version. And then this one is the class card for inked and tiled for the ink, paper, scissors for next month, where you'll get the circles and the punched out right here for your layering, and then you'll be able to stamp some flowers. So this is the zhuzhed up version where you add some layers and some flowers and yeah, a little sentiment strip. So you guys, we'll be doing the drawing for Mystery Card Night after class, as well as I have a list of names here of people who did the Share, Create, Inspire class. So we'll also do that drawing. Fabulous. Okay. So, what are we doing tonight though, right? So we have tonight, we have ink, paper, scissors. Ink, paper, scissors features tonight these 4 cards, all using the Season of Chic stamp set and dies. I didn't pull the dies over here, but you personally don't necessarily need the dies except for 1 card, or you could always fussy cut them. Again, this is the class tonight, you guys, that I have like 20 left at the moment. So if you want to attend in person, Diane is also teaching this class in person Friday morning at 10 a.m. So we're going to be using a lot of these stamps, primarily the sentiments for the outsides, and then 1 card does have a couple focal images, and then the rest of these focal images generally get stamped on the inside. But you guys, the kits are amazing. When you get a kit from me, if you're newer to me, you get everything in your kit, including envelopes, and everything that is die cut that isn't a focal image. So like you would get a scrap for these, but you would get all of these little bits and parts, all the labels, all the circles. I have an amazing team of helpers that do my die cutting and embossing. And so all of this stuff is done, and all you really need on this one are a lot of sentiments, and you can make these cards pretty much identical to how you see them here. So like Tammy Sikolik, Anna Rebedu, Karen Forward, Karen Wetstein, Rhonda Ayers. They are my amazing gals that helped me prep for this. And then Diane was over and she helped me kit everything. So you guys, it's a labor of love, and we love doing it to bring all this creative, like these amazing, beautiful cards to you. So this is the class we're going to do tonight. And this is what you get if you do this class with me. And this is also what you'll get if you do it in person with Diane. You'll get a 1/4 pack of the designer series paper. And as a group, first and foremost, we're going to cut this. Sharon loved the mystery card night layout. Yay! Well, you guys have Carol Alanis to thank for that, because she sent me a swap card, and it was that layout. And so Carol Alanis, thank you. You guys get a full pack of these embellishments, which they are my favorite new embellishment in the annual catalog. You get a roll of this wavy trim ribbon, and you might not be like, oh, I don't like it, like, but on the fence. But when you see it used in the cards, it's so pretty. And we used it for some of the Earthen Elegance cards. And then you also get 4 envelopes that are filled with the card kits that you need for this class. And so that's what you'll get for this. Hi, Tammy.
Here you go, dear.
Yay, I appreciate it.
No problem.
We'll see you later on just a new delivery, you guys. Some die cut vellum circles for the next, actually, you guys, I just showed you this. She brought these back already. They're already die cut, and I'm gonna send them off to Rhonda because it's actually, not only is it die cut, but they're embossed back there. So Tammy's amazing. She just a special delivery first and foremost so that they can get embossed next. I love it. So, hi Lynn Beasley. Helpers, you are awesome. Yes, they are. Okay, so this is what you would get, you guys. The cost of this is $30 or mailed $37. But if you want to add this on, like let's say you haven't signed up for it, but you are signed up for one of my Stamp-A-Stacks, we'll take $5 off the shipping, and it's only $32 to add this to an existing package that we have going out for you. So I love to help you guys save shipping money if I can consolidate packages for you. I love it. So it's a way to, like, everybody hates paying shipping, right? So consolidating classes like that, really, it helps. So what we're going to do first as a group, like the kits that you have right now in that package do not have any designer paper in them. You need to go to this kit right here and pull out your designer series paper. And as a group, you guys, we are going to cut this paper first and then link it back up into the kits that we have. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these out of here, and as we cut them, we're gonna open up the kits and put that in there. So we have this one first, and so is this Nicole? I think this is Nicole. If you can't leave a comment to Nicole, log in. So you guys, if you ever can't add a comment in YouTube, you have to log in first, okay? Oh, she gets enough for all 3 guys. I love it. Okay, so that's a few less of all of these. I love it. Okay, yes, you can. So if you can't ever comment in YouTube, it means you're not logged in to YouTube. And so to do the comments, like I give away these cards, like the cards we're making today, they are eventually a drawing for later. Like these are the ones that we have winners picked out for. And so we'll announce those winners later. But commenting is important if you want to get in on a winning cards potentially. So this is 5 1/4 by 4 for the 1 DSP. And then we have 3 by 3 for this guy right here. And then we have 3 3/4 by 2 5/8. So we have 3 pieces of DSP on this right here. So we'll start with this one. Now, depends on how you want your imagery. I thought of this as like falling stuff. This is the Earthen Elegance designer paper, you guys. So it's really pretty. You get 2 6x6s of each pattern. And so you have this way, right? And then this side goes like this, right? So we ended up using all 6 sheets, I believe. So this one, you want to make sure you keep your pattern going the way you want it. So I'm going to cut this at 4, and then it's going to be 5 1/4. So we're going to cut at 4 like this. This is extra. So if that potentially could fit on the top of your envelope flap, you could, because you could always just cut this little ridge off right here. You'll still have plenty of goo on the other side. You could always use that for your envelope flap if you wanted, but it's a scrap for me, so I'm going to set that there. Hi, Randy Schultz. And then this guy is 5 1/4. So we're going to do this like that. Okay, so that's one. Now, though, we have this piece right here, and that one is 3 3/4 by 2 5/8. And that one is actually the piece that has like an, it fades. It fades from this one. So I'll be honest with you guys, you probably think, well, this is not the same piece, but when you flip it over, it is. What happens is the paper looks like this, and then it goes ombre, like this vanilla to the peacock, okay? So that is what we're gonna use, and you can pick pick what you want. Like, it's got to be from this sheet here, and I wouldn't use where you have blue on the bottom. So you're going to want to pick from this section over here. And then I don't believe we used this one there because that, in fact, is actually this piece. There's a bunch of peacock looking paper. So just so you know, it's going to be this one. And again, it is 2 5/8 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to cut this at 2 5/8 by 3 3/4, like this. Okay, so it's scrap, and then this is that piece right there. And then our little triangle piece here is a 3 by 3. So that's this one where it looks like this on the back. Super, because this looks like a baseball like stitching or like a football print, like that stitching. So this is 3 by 3. And what happens is you cut it at 3 by 3, and then you cut this like that. And then now you have to cut it diagonally. Now, because there's not really, do you want your like stripes going this way or this way? Kind of figure that out. And then you're just gonna go from one peak to the other peak, or point to the point. Now, when you're using a trimmer like this, you don't wanna start at the top and push down. You're gonna bend the corner. So I bring it slightly past it, I go up, and then I bring it down so that you're not gonna wedge that corner. And then this gets used here, and then you can save the other one for another card. All right, so we've got that. Well, that's it. That's 3 pieces for that one card. All right, so this one's easy. I love this pattern of paper so much from the set. This one's a simple one. It's a 2 1/2 by 5 1/16. Now, if you're not a 16th kind of person, then do 5. And you'll just have a little bit bigger of a brown border. I'll be honest with you, I really didn't use, hi Lori Baxter, I didn't use the 16th of an inch until like Naughty Nancy was explaining to me that margins were too small. So I started adding in a 1/6 of an inch, a 16th of an inch to make a little bit bigger of a margin. And so to me, there is a print to this. It goes up like this. And so I want to cut it at 2 1/2 this way. And this can be always used for your envelope flap, guys. Like that could be really pretty on your envelope flap. So that's extra. And now your call. You could do 5 1/8, you could do 5, or you could do 5 1/16. Whatever you want, whatever is easy for your brain to handle and process. I like personally 5 1/16. I think that's what I put in the tutorial, but you don't have to do the 16th. You could do the 1/8 of an inch, bigger or smaller. All right, so we've got that guy. That's it for that one. Easy peasy. This one's a relatively easy one too. Now this gray and the pink are actually back to back on the sheet of designer paper. So when you pull this out, let's see here. There's that guy. So they're back to back, but it was designed in a way, you guys, all these cards, we usually design them in a way that we only use one of the 6x6 sheets, leaving the other one there in case you want to duplicate and make more of the cards. So this is, I'm thinking like this is the vertical of it, and we need it at 5 1/4. So we're gonna cut 5 1/4 here, which leaves this little scrap on the end. Now these little side, I call them side strips. I would use a 1 inch. So now I'm gonna just take this at 5 inches, cut off 1 inch, and then drop it down to 4. And so these are our little side strips, okay? Now we're gonna flip it over and get our pink inside, which is, oh, is that 2 3/4? No, it's not. Oh, it's 2 1/2. Where do I, oh yeah, 2 1/2, perfect. So 2 1/2, so then slide this over to 2 1/2. This is extra, so we'll put that on the pile. And now we've got that one ready to go. Okay, we'll be putting these into our cards momentarily. Oh, Laura loves the brown DSP too. Yeah, it just, it looks like feathers, but it also looks like those little cottons, like the little cotton seed things. Hi, Carmen Sanders, love it. This one's last, and this one is a super simple one. This is a 3 by 4. And that's the last piece that we need to cut from, which is this one. And I'm gonna do, I think I had a thought, like I was gonna originally cut it at 3 inches, but then you cut this in half. So I think what I'm going to do is cut it at 4 inches, which leaves this, in case you want to put this on your envelope, you would just cut that little bit off and you could use that as an envelope flap. Now we're going to put this back at 3 inches, and that's what we have for the card. So in all, you still have a lot of paper left here that you could create more cards. Like this is another mat for you then for a second card. If you want to make a double, you'd have enough to make 4 of that card from that DSP. But all of this is extra. And what we can do now is grab your card kits and let's get our paper lined up. So like this one goes in here, like that. And then this is the peacock one, so that's the bottom. So this can all go in here. This one is the brown one, so that can go here. So the Season of Chic, if you didn't catch it, there, hang on. I think I have these backwards because this one looks blue to me, okay? Let's get that in the right one. And then this one is the brownie, yep, okay. So now that these are in here, the Season of Chic stamp set, it features 4 different themes. Flowers, which to me are like springy. The shells could be summery, the leaves, which are fall, and the snowflakes, which would be wintry to me. So those are your different seasons. So let's get these situated. And we have this here. Can go right in here. So that's ready to go. And put this like that. All right. So I'm going to actually, while I have a second here, guys, I want to show you this earthen. This earthen paper is so pretty. Laura was just saying how pretty it was and how much she liked it. So I don't know if you guys have seen these. I don't know if I've shown these very much. So this is the Earthen Elegance Suite class for next month. So we use the Earthen Elegance paper for Season of Chic, but we also have it as the Suite class. And so we got to pull in some of that brown DSP here and some of this one for the pots. And then we pulled in another piece here and here. And then that one is that green and tan paper, like that's the backside. And there's some designer paper here and here. And then here's another pot with the DSP. So this, you guys, this will be shown off in the showcase when I do that in the next 36 hours, I would have to guess. So by Wednesday morning. But the paper is so pretty. All right, so let's see here. Now that was for that kit. So I'm just going to, I had my bits and parts over here. So we have that, and we have this, and we have these guys, and this. All right, so I've got my kits in order now. And now the question is, which one do we want to make first? Like, I have a hard time figuring that out. I think I'm going to save this one for last. I like this one. This is the order we're going to go. Okay, I got it figured out just like that. We're going to start with our seashell card. All right, so we'll put that stuff off to the side. So in your kit, you also remember you got your sparkle gems and you have some wavy trim. And for this one is the one that probably requires the most stamping because it has the 2 shells. And this is actually a fun fold, you guys. So you have like a little baby card on a card, and this is a pocket right here. And this card opens up like that, and then you write your little love note on the inside. And so you guys will see in your kits, like you get lots of bits and parts with this one. And this one's a vanilla-based one, so you'll have a vanilla envelope. And we have our designer paper here. I call this, like this is the arm, this is like the mini card. So you can go ahead and burnish that. And then let's layer some things. You'll see in here you have some of the pink, that Moody Mauve luster paper. It's got a shimmer to it. Definitely cut some shells out for you guys. And I was missing one, so I went ahead and cut another one out of my layer here. But it gets covered up, so no worries there, right? That gets covered up. You'll have this label is from the Waves of the Future. No, Waves of Inspiration. I think it's Waves of Inspiration. So that will go here. You'll have a little baby vanilla piece that goes right over the top. And then your shells will be here. You might have to do a little pokey to get that out like that. And then this one as well. That just kind of pops out. So my die cutter is doing an amazing job, but I don't require that they pop out all those little bits and parts because you guys, we are all capable of doing that ourselves, and that saves them a lot of time. This triangle piece will be for this mat here. And then you have a little vanilla piece for the inside. And you have a vanilla piece like this for your shells. So that's what we have for stamping, the 3 vanilla pieces here. And then lastly, there's a piece here that is 5.5 by 4.25, which is for like the structure, the backbone for the card. Okay, so lots of pieces. So with this one, figure out how you want your paper to go, like this way or this way. I like the aspect of it looking like falling rain, like raindrops. And on this one, we can also get this designer paper glued. And then the other thing is that we can glue this to that. Now, you have to be very careful because if you put glue all over the back of this and then set it into this, you're gonna end up with glue in the holes. But you guys, this is a great way, especially with specialty paper, to conserve it. Die cut things out of the middle of it so that you're not covering it all up and putting glue all over it and not using it. So we've got that one, this one, and on this case now, I'm gonna go around here and put the glue right on that one. Okay, so now this is going to go onto our Pretty Peacock goes very well with Moody Mauve. We did notice the other day it goes really well with Berry Burst and also Blackberry Bliss. Pretty Peacock is a fan favorite, definitely. So that's gonna go right on here. And then we also have this little triangle piece. Goes right there. Okay, so far so good. Now what we can do is we need to create the pocket for this card. So there is no adhesive there. You can use your tear and tape. I know in Stampin' Up's paper pumpkin kits a couple months ago, they had a really thin 1/8 inch one, which is what I like to save and use for things like this. If you do have your regular 1/4 inch one, you could use that. You might consider cutting it in half down the middle. But with this one, it's nice because it's not too thick. And what I do is I make sure that I go over the edges of these, and then I can always push back the tear and tape. Like right now you can see it there, but we're gonna roll it back. That way it gets all the way to the end. So like now I'm just gonna poke it over. So now it's got the adhesive all the way to the peak. And then that one can go down like that. Yes, Cindy Runtree, I agree. Marcia loves the DSP as well. Yeah, it is. I love that earthen paper a lot. And it goes so well with this season of Chic. I have a hard time saying Season of Chic stamp set. It was so much fun figuring this all out. So there, I'll go back and forth until that's good. You might even consider a little extra sturdiness. You could just put a hair of liquid glue on this. It will make it for a really good bond. Then this goes right in the bottom corner. Be careful because the tear and tape is really sticky right away. So you just want to make sure you're flush and lined up on the edges. Okay, so like make sure that this is nice and even here. Okay, and give that, the heat from your fingers will help like create a good bond as well. All right, so what else could we do? We could also, let's see here. Let's do some stamping. Let's get that done. So we need the Thinking of You is from here. You guys, my stamps go all over the place. So we need that, and we need the 2 shells. So let's grab those and hang you back up. And we need, you could do Pretty Peacock at 1st strength and 2nd strength, or you could potentially bring in Lost Lagoon if you wanted to. So let's grab this one, that one, and then one more block. With this guy. All right, so because this is another photopolymer stamp set, I definitely want to bring in my piercing mat. It provides the extra cushion for the pushing of the stampages. Okay, so when you have a red rubber stamp, there's foam built into the stamp. With the photopolymer, there's no foam built into it. So by putting this foam mat or a mouse pad underneath it, it really helps to give you some stability underneath and nice even stamping. So there's our thinking of you, like that. And then we're going to do the detail. You need 2 of these guys. These guys. So ink this up. You guys have plenty of room. If you want to be conservative, you could always squish together and then save a little scrap, but I noticed that there's a little chunky monkey there. So let's grab this, go like that. Okay, so that is first strength. Now, if you're gonna do second strength, grab a little scrap paper, and what you can do, ink up and stamp off. And then because you did the detail, it's really easy to see where you need to go with the second strength of the more solid. So ink up, stamp off, and do that. Now, I almost forgot the inside. I did put a shell on the inside as well. So let's ink up and put that shell right in the bottom here. And then do... So you guys, did you notice when we went live tonight? There was no buffering whatsoever. None, not like on Thursday night. I really have a hunch that because of the fair, that's potentially why the internet was so crazy. All right, so let's just see I want to see what the Lost Lagoon looked like. I thought Peacock second strength was perfect, but I potentially did Lost Lagoon at second strength. So I could have done the Lost Lagoon here, would be just a hair lighter. As you can see here, that one's just a little bit darker than that. So if you want your shell background, the solid part, to be even lighter, just do Lost Lagoon second strength. Hi, Mary Schreiber. Okay, now, oh, well, I might as well clean these off as long as I have that chamois out. We got this, that, and this. Okay. I had it in my head before I went live to bring the die cutting machine over, but then that escaped my head. So I will grab it in a second. So this is our inside for here. Now, if you had a sentiment that you wanted to stamp in here, now would be the time to do it before you glue it, because then if you don't like it, you can always flip it over. Okay, so we've got that inside. Now we need to also glue this little thinking of you. So before you glue it, just double check it, make sure it looks like it'll fit in there good. It's usually about 3/4 by 1 7/8 for that little piece that fits inside this label. So that can go right on here, like that. Perfect. For our wavy trim, you're gonna need 2 pieces. Look at that. That and that. Oh, perfect. I have just enough here. This is about 8 inches, and so all I'm gonna do is cut it right in half. Basically, it's enough for my tails to go behind the layer. So to get this to stick, what I would definitely do is grab the tear-in tape and rip off 2 pieces and adhere them to the back side of this label, and then weave these ribbons through, or the wavy trim through. Kind of center them. They'll catch that tear-in tape like this. Kind of center it. Now you don't see a lot of it, so if you really wanted to be conservative, you could cut off that middle section, but it was just as easy to do it this way. So that's going to go in here. All right, so now that's kind of sitting, and I think that's plenty that those tails will go underneath. All right, then you have 2 options. You could put like some more tear-in tape over the top of this, or you could run a dimensional strip along here to like create a track. I think what I'm going to do is just go for more tear-in tape and put that right over the top of the wavy trim, and then that will stick The hard part is getting it off of that wavy trim. There we go. All right. So we've got this piece, and I'm gonna lightly, gently set it down because I do have a shell back there that's gonna need to get tucked underneath. So if I squish it down too hard, that shell's not gonna work so good. So I'm eyeballing it like right about here. Okay, now I think it's officially time to go get the dies. The other option, you guys, is it's not too crazy to fussy cut these. You could, instead of using the dies, you could just use a scissors and go right around. You know what? As long as I've got it this far, I'm going to keep going. The shells are really not too hard to fussy cut yourself. I like to keep that little vanilla border around the edge. So there's one, and then start from this way. Round and round we go. I'm not worried about all the little humpty humps of the shell. Just going to kind of casually go around here. Just like... Boom. Okay. So this shell is popped up, as is the bottom one. And the shells are, at this point, the same to me. So we're going to put a couple dimensionals here. And this slightly goes over the top of the label. Like this bottom edge here kind of just hangs over. Get it right about here. Again, I'm not going to press down really hard. I can get this shell in now. If you might think, oh, I should put that shell down first because it's at the bottom. Well, you might not know where to put that shell though. So now I've got those two things down. I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue behind here. And when you slide this in, you don't want to slide it all over. You want to kind of like get it in place and then drop it down so that it doesn't get the glue all over. There, something like that. Now I've got it in place. There we go. Kind of drop that in, and then this guy also kind of gets a little bit of adhesive. Or put that, so the shells are so pretty in the Moody Mauve. So that luster paper, you guys, it comes in all the 5 in colors. So Pebble Path, Moody Mauve, Boho Blue, Copper Clay, and Wild Wheat. And so that guy's gonna go something like that. What we do have going on right now, you probably can't hear it, but maybe you can. We have the EAA, Experimental Aircraft Association, EAA going on right now. Planes from all over the entire world come in to Oshkosh for the annual EAA, and it's planes, all different types of planes. It's about 20 minutes from us, just to the north on Highway 41. So I heard an airplane flying over my head. All right, so now we're going to tuck these tails back behind. Hi, Sue Spigner from Southeast Alabama. I love it. All right, so then a little tear and tape over the top of this. And then because that ribbon is a little thicker, I'm going to leave the tear and tape on and pop up with dimensionals. There. And then this will get put onto the top part of the little mini card. Get that centered nicely. Something like that. Now, you're wondering, well, what about the last shell? How do you want to put that on? So what I'm going to do is put this in place where it needs to go. That label might end up going underneath depending on how high or low you put it. So I'm going to center it just like this. So it's centered top to bottom, left to right. And what you're going to want to do is put a dimensional right in the nook there, that little triangle section. And then now you're going to put your shell down. And you're only going to catch it just slightly. It kind of overlaps this label a little bit. And there's no adhesive over here because this needs to slide down and kind of get centered nicely. So that's now, everything's where it needs to go. It's time to squish it down real good. All right. And then this comes up, and then you've got your little mini card like that. And then it goes right. That little label kind of goes down, and then you've got it like that. Okay. So we didn't stell anything, but What you could definitely do is Stella this label so that it's got a little bit of glitz going on. Just around the whole perimeter here. If you wanted, you could also Stella up this designer paper. Be careful Stella-ing any stamped because it might make it bleed a little bit. And then for our gemsies, your pretties, they're so pretty. Look at how glitzy they are. Okay, definitely use the tan ones here. I have a pick tool right here. And what I did, you guys have a whole package of them. So use as many or as few as you want. Whatever you want. I'm going to put, so I like odd numbers though. So we're gonna put one there, and then we're gonna sneak one more over here. So this one I put a big one there. And then on this little card, I put a small one. In both cases, they look good. So we got 5 going on. All right, so we got a thinking of you card. Hi, Nicole Herrick. You jumped on your computer to be able to chat. Good girl. Yay. All right, so there's our first card done. Yay, we got one. One finito, one finished. I finished one. All right, let's put this guy back in here. Did you guys like that one? You know, it's different, right? Like for shells, like you think of these colors, maybe not so much. That background is a little bit like, okay, does that work? But I think all in all, the Moody Mauve with the peacock does look pretty nice. Linda says it's pretty, so there we go. She agrees. All right, so we got that one done. We picked the flowers next. So we'll grab that stamp, that saying, put you back in here. Thinking of you is officially done. We'll grab him for later. Him for later. Thanks. Need that. We'll need this. We'll need that. Okay, I grabbed out all the stamps I think we're going to be using. I feel bad because I really like stamps like this that are backgroundish, that create like a background, and we didn't use it anywhere. But that doesn't mean you guys don't have to. If you have the set, you can definitely use it if you want. Somewhere. All right, what are the gems called? The gems are called adhesive backed sparkle gems. Very, very pretty. I love the earthy, like their tans and blacks and the whites. They go with everything. Okay, now that guy's done. So we're going to put this card here, and we're going to do our flower power card. So this one features Pebble Path and Moody Mauve. And it says, wishing you the best day ever. Okay, that could be for different things if you want. And we've got it double matted here on the Moody Mauve, and then a little flower stamp there. You can see here I didn't pop out all my leaf parts here. So sometimes that looks okay if you like a little, some left in and some, if you like them all out, just take them all out. But just know you don't always have to do that. So here's our envelope, and you guys will have your designer paper here. This mat goes for the Moody Mauve, and then you'll have a few different flower and leaf pieces. So there's a flower, and so in this case, there's one left in there. I think I'm just gonna leave it. These tags come from the designer tags, so they got that. And Maria said the designer series paper is easily used with many different colors, very neutral. Yes, it's going to be on your next order. I love it. Good, good. So you've got these 2 flowers and then another leaf. This is from Stylish Shapes. Very cool circle with stitching. And then you have your Pebble Path base. And then we have our 2 inside mats. So you guys, I do this class now with Diane Bogenhagen. She teaches the in-person version. If anybody's ever local and wants to do this class in person, come and use her stamps and my stamps. Basically, when you do a class in person, you basically use our stamps and our ink. But you get basically the same cards in the kits. And you can try things then, in case you're like, oh, I'm on the fence about it. I don't know if I want it or not. Well, then you can get off that fence because those splinters hurt after a while. All right, so we need Pebble Path and Moody Mauve. So these guys, we're going to put that on here. Let's do our stamping first right away. All right, so we have Pebble Path. Ooh, you guys said it's brand new. I don't know if I've ever used this. Did you hear the way that opened up hard? And I got a little plastic case going on there. All right, we need the piercing mat back. And we're gonna do the flower in Pebbled Path in the bottom corner here. Let's go like that. And then our Moody Mauve, brand new ink pad. So there is a way to get this to line up. I guess what I did is I looked for that right there and that divot in, like so that matched perfectly. And this one you're gonna wanna stamp off and then go for your second strength. And you go round and round until you get it lined up good. And now you've got the flower done. So that's our inside. And then the tag. Now be careful with your tag. You might not realize it, but it's stamped near the top. It's not directly in the center. So grab your wishing you the best birthday ever, Inky Dinky Doo, and then keep it to the top. A little bit. Not like exactly on the top, but nestle right in there. So I've got like my finger width from the top. Okay, got that. I think that's it for stamping on this. So that was our Pebbled Path and Moody Mauve workout for the moment. And now we get to get assembly happy. All right, so these little parts here, that's for our inside. We might as well go ahead and glue. And then our strips here can get some glue. And then our designer paper, we're gluing the gray side. So take a deep breath. The cats are inside napping, so they're not gonna go all over the glue here. We should be okay. So we're gonna do this one, that one, that, haha, and that. All right, so this guy will go first. Now this just gets centered left to right. You should have about 1/8 of an inch margin on each side, and then flush on the left and the flush top bottom, but you might have to trim a little off, so we'll do that in a second. And then in our inside, we'll have the Moody Mauve. It looks so awesome when you can double mat. So this one's here, and then it just makes the flower pop. Liquid glue is amazing. It lets you wiggle things around until you get it exactly where you want. All right, and then on the outside here, what we're gonna do is grab this guy. You're gonna just eyeball the top, the left, and the right to be, I'm sorry, the top, the bottom, and the left. And then in this case, we'll flip it this way and do the top, the bottom, and the left again. You're just eyeballing like that, okay? And then this one, I'm gonna take and trim off that little bit of extra overhang. I took a chance that everything was the same height after I trimmed that off. If you wanted to do a double check, you could double check your DSP to make sure it matched these, but that's good. This looks perfectly fine to me. So we are going to now pop this layer up like that. And that will go right in the middle of the front of the card. So a very nice layout, you guys. If you have some really pretty designer paper that you want to showcase that coordinates, oh, this would be a good mystery card layout. Huh? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, I should say. Like the strip, I feel like we might have done a mystery card like this already. All right, the label, you guys. You're wondering, well, how do you get the pink on the top and the bottom when it's the same size, okay? Just go ahead and cut this in half. Oh, thanks, Donna. I'm glad that you think they're lovely. Yay. All right, so cut it in half. And now what we're going to do is we're going to glue this little circle. And did I flip that over? No, I didn't. I'm going to put glue on the top of this, right there, and that bottom. The circle goes right about here, if I'm going to guess. Like 2 finger widths would be my guess. Yep, something like that. It is centered, so you kind of go over the DSP just a hair into that pink Moody Mauve. And then this, you're just going to pick this up. Well, I wanted to pick it up. Well, I guess I'll make it difficult. Go like this. So you're just putting about 1/8 of an inch on the bottom. Like that. And then, haha, the same on the top. So that's how you create, when you have two labels or tags that are the same size, you just cut one in half in the back, and then you just split it. You could have done it vertically as well if you wanted. All right, so then now this gets popped up with some dimensionals. And that goes right center with our circle, so you'll see the edges of the circle then. All right. Whew. So that was a little bit of our curd workout. Now we've got the other half of our workout. I'm going to stella these things right away so that they're done. So the leaves definitely, now there's two different leaves like this. They are slightly different, but about the same size. One's a little smaller, one's a little bigger. And then this little baby flower. And then you're gonna have this outline here. So how do we get it to look like that, right? That is the million-dollar question. Well, first things first, we're going to adhere this pebbled path outline one and put that onto the Moody Mauve solid one. So it does fit in here. I just would look like, I looked at that hump right there and I looked at that hump and I feel like that's how it goes. And so that's exactly how it goes. It should fit exactly over the top of that. Just like that. Okay. Now, I would take glue dot and put a mini glue dot on the front bottom pointy part of the leaf and take them off so we can see. I'm pretty sure I've got the big one. The big one is coming out the top and it's kind of going at an angle like this. And then the bottom one, so the good thing about me and I have my sample right here, right? So I can put this one then like that. And how you should test it, like once you have the leaves on, is kind of put it on here and be like, okay, well, does it curve up this way and does it kind of curve out that way, right? So we've got the leaves on. Now we're gonna have to grab some tear-in tape because we need to get the ribbon on the back. So we're gonna put some weighting in the wings. Hi, Linda Hall. So we're gonna put some there, and we have a little bit over here, and we have a little over there. So pick that off, and we're gonna weave the wavy trim back and forth. Okay, so grab that wavy trim, and got a tail coming out, something like that, and then make your loop. So we have a tail and a loop. Okay, look like that would be good. And then I would definitely put tear-in tape over the top to secure it. And you can keep it attached or you can cut it at this point. I'm gonna work with it attached and see how I can do. So I'm gonna make my loop now over here. And then I'm gonna bring my tail out over here. So I just kind of worked the back and then the tail comes there. Something like that is good. And then I'm going to add a little more tear-in tape back there. So the back looks pretty messy, not so nice, but our front looks really cool. All right, so now we gotta get this on to the card front. So this is popped up. And so what we need to do is probably glue this flat over here and then put a dimensional over here. So what I'm gonna do is put that dimensional right there, and then I'm going to put a couple glue dots, I think, right here, so that they will stick right to that label. And this is gonna pop off. And now this should rest right around here. I'd put it upside down. Hang on, one moment, please. This side should have had that. And this side has a need for the glue dot now. So let's do this again. Put that glue dot right there. All right, now it'll curve up better. So that dimensional here is gonna be off the edge over here. And then that glue dot will help secure it. So that kind of rounds that corner. So the dimensional was here, glue dot was over here. You always make it look so easy. Oh, I do. Like if you do it enough, it should start to come natural. That weave, I love to do the wavy weaving with loops and tails. I definitely do. Now I'm gonna stick my my little flower in here. I didn't want to put that down first in case I didn't know where to put it, right? So now I've got my flower kind of set. I can always gently pick this edge up so slightly and just sneak that flower right in there. Now, because it was more important to get this one where I needed it, and then I knew I could sneak that in. And if you need to now add another glue dot, you can definitely take that and poke it in there and make it secure. Okay. Okay, that wasn't so bad, I hope. All right, now if I look at this, I feel like this guy could get a little haircut right there at an angle. And we've styled it already. And now on this one, it's so pretty. All right, Linda Grady, we'll catch you later. I used the black because that kind of mixes great with the gray. And then a big clearish one in the center of the flower would stand out really nice, and then a small clear one in the middle of that one, and then I've got big one, the small one. Push these down, you guys. If you do not push these gems into your card, they will eventually fall off. I promise. These were falling off on me because I didn't press them very hard. So if you press them harder. So there we go. If I might go like that because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see here, I think. Move it right there. This one I did put 2 at the top, a 2 at the bottom. I guess that's if you like that look. It ends up being 6, but in all honesty, like there's a set of 1, and then 2 here. I guess you could look at it however you want. Like, and there it is with just the 1 at the top and the 2 black at the bottom, and then the white's there. Okay. Venas. Okay. I like it. I love this one. Okay, so Moody Mauve with Pebble Path, 2 of the new in colors. Very cool. And you just saw on the other card, we definitely used the Moody Mauve again. So that Moody Mauve has been getting a little bit of a workout. So there you can see it with one color and you see it with another color. Whew. Thanks, Randy. I'm glad you liked the color combo. And Sarah says another pretty card. Yay. All right, let's get a drinky drink. Lynn says, love the color combo. Great. All right, so we're on to snowflakes. Keep falling on my head. Just kidding. Those are usually raindrops this time of year for us. All right, let's clean these up and flip these out. We're doing snowflake with, oh, what sentiment's in here? I don't know if I have a sentiment. Oh, you are much appreciated. Well, where did we get that from? Okay, let's think about that. I'd have to guess it would have been the wonderful something. I need to think about this. I think I have a hunch. You are much appreciated. I'm going to think about that, but I have an idea. All right. Grab your kit that has, so you have 2 kits left that both have pecan bases. You want the one that has the Misty Moonlight in it. Oh, Debbie says she loves Pebble Path with just about everything. I definitely agree. Make sure you have nothing left in your envelopes. Okay, and then this one, you'll have your pecan base. Let's move these guys. Fold these, burnish it. Okay, vertical card. So you have your designers, your embossed with painted textures matte. And then you'll have the designer paper, which coordinates with the Very Vanilla. So it's like a 3x4 with a matte. It'll go here. And you need Misty Moonlight ink, which I grabbed here. So we'll grab that out. And you also will need blending brush or daubers, because if you look at it, this is not that, and it's because we added some Misty Moonlight ink to it. All right, so you'll have that snowflake, this pair of snowflakes, 2 little vanilla ones, and a net. So now the net, hi Tammy Reynolds, finally catching me live, yay. The net, it actually is bigger than this, it's double, and everybody got half. So when we designed it, we only have a little bit peeking out. So you're just gonna have a little bit peeking out of the card, just like that. And so that's your net, we call that a net. And then you have your Misty and your vanilla mats. So what can we do? We can do a little bit of gluing. So let's get these 2 glued together. So this is the one, the back side of that pot that I had on that one card. So then this will go right on the card front. Like that. And then this one, whoa, I almost dropped it upside down. This will go right onto this mat. And then we'll flip this over. Much appreciated from Wonderful Thoughts. Thanks, Lori, for confirming that. That was going to be my hunch, and I'm glad you confirmed it, so I can go right over and grab it. So we did pull in some sentiments from a different set than you guys. So this will go right on to the front, center that, front and center. All right, we have the thanks. Oh, let's go get the much appreciated. So Wonderful Thoughts. Yes, it's the perfect DSP for a snowflake card. I definitely agree, Laura. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get much appreciated. Okay, so much appreciated is a sentiment that comes from a set called Wonderful Thoughts. If you need sentiments, this is a great one. We pulled, so there's a thinking of you, you are much appreciated, my heart will always be tied to yours. Okay, it's a little mushy. So it's gonna be the right person to get that one. You can do amazing things. I'll listen to your silence when words are just too much. This is the beginning of a life filled with love. Very perfect for a wedding, like congratulations. You've come so far and accomplished so much. Graduation, congratulations, right? It's okay to fall apart. I'm still here for you. It's so happy that you are my person. Hi, friend. Thanks. Hello. You called. Is it me you're looking for? And you're wonderful, you're loved, and you matter. And then it has these guys to go with them. And so the words you would stamped, and then you could die cut them out. So kind of cool. There's some other shapes in here as well, and a little flower power. All right, so that's where this comes from. You can see it's the only one that's been used at the moment. All right, so we're gonna grab that sentiment, and it is stamped in, ooh, pecan, which I did not grab. It's right here. Okay, so I was sad a little bit about soft suede leaving, but I'm ultimately overly happy pecan made it, because soft suede was perfect for animals, like fur colors and nature cards, but the pecan is very nice as well. All right, it's a little bit softer, I think. So we're gonna stamp much appreciated. Kind of in the, I think I did it right in the middle. Let's just see here. Yeah, pretty much in the middle, but maybe to the left a hair. That's good, very nice, very nice. I think that's it. Pecan did not get much of a workout, but yes, go Team Blue for this card. You are so correct, Cindy. All right, so our Misty Moonlights. We need thanks. So this easily, if you guys, it's July. It is July 24th. If you want to feel accomplished and you do Christmas cards, you could make this into a Christmas card and say that you made a Christmas card in July and you got to start on your Christmas cards, right? Definitely could. It's always a thing. So we've got our thanks. And now for the snowflake. I definitely did not do that at first strength. I will stamp off. So ink up, stamp off, and I have it somewhere over here. All right, so there's our snowflake up in the corner, but we're not done with the ink. What I would do, I went to my sink and I found a bluish blending brush. Okay, that'll work. And what I'm gonna do is use Misty Moonlight and bring a little color around the edges of it to shade it. So I'll kind of zoom in so you guys can kind of see what I got going on here a little bit better, as long as I don't forget to unzoom it. So what it's doing is making it look just a little bit darker and shaded around the edges. You could use a sponge dauber, you could use a sponge, but I found that using this blending brush really gave it a softer look and more consistent all the way around. Super cool. So it gives it a really cool shading look. If you wanted, you could also do a little bit on this one, but you have to be very gentle with this because it's very delicate. So I actually don't believe that I did any on that one. I left it lighter like that. So definitely cool. You have lots of Christmas cards done. Very nice. Okay, let's flip that. Oh, we're back. Okay, good. So that's what we've got there. Alrighty, I think we can do assembly action. So this is going to get a little bit of tear and tape along the bottom edge. And actually probably I'll do the whole thing. So bottom edge and top edge. And rip these off. And now I think, so this is the other part of this. So this actually, this net looks, it's the whole thing. So pretend that the label's not here. This one, the net goes like this all the way around. So I've got the opposite of this here. So what I can do is I'll flip it this way and it'll still look very similar. And I'm gonna have a little bit of it coming out that side over here and then at the bottom. And I got a little bit coming over here. And I took that tear and tape and it caught it. But now we need a little bit more because there's ribbon down on the right hand side. So we're gonna do a weighting in the wings and then put a little more tear and tape here and then grab that wavy trim. And what I did is go down with a tail, a loop, as big as you want, I guess. Not too big though, because you don't want it going off. And then we made a tail. And so cut that a little longer than what you need. We can trim it. And now to secure it really good, otherwise that's really gonna come off of there. All right? So a tail, loop, tail, and that's what's gonna go down there. Now though, we need dimensionals everywhere else. So don't put more dimensionals like by that, like next to the ribbon's fine, but don't put them over the ribbon. And we're gonna leave the tear and tape like it is. And then this all can come off. I did not poke out all the net pieces, you guys. If you see here, I left them in because it looks cool having some in and some out. It's really, if you want them all poked out though, go crazy, poke them all out. All right, so let's get over here. Ooh, don't wanna lose you. So this is gonna go near the bottom. You wanna see some designer series paper. If you like things crooked, you could do that, right? So your call, like it's your card, right? Put it however you want. If you like things straight, like me, I usually like I'm an up, down, left, right kind of person with cards. I am, but if you have this like, oh, it looks kind of like cool like that, well, you know what? Maybe it will. So we'll put that, I'm not gonna press it down in case I wanna move it. All right, Angelique says, yes, it's a very soft look. I agree. One dimensional back here because part of it is gonna cover up the edge like that. And then this one, I'm going to use a baby dimensional right in the middle here. And then what happens is there's a little stick there. It's actually a little heart, it looks like. So that's over here on the side. I should have stellaed beforehand, completely forgot, but we can still do that really quick here. So get that Stella pen, a little workout. Just a little bit. I don't want to do too much because I don't want my blending to bleed on me. And then Stella those. That's the back side. So let's Stella the front. Okay, that's good. Now, we need glue dots. I'm so happy. Sharon, you're on your A game. You got lots of your Christmas cards done. Is awesome. Okay, there are no glue dots there. So what we'll do is run here. So here's a glue dot. Oh, it's on my finger. I could have sworn I pulled one off of there. All right. Well, no, I wasted that guy. Then this one can go here. This one can go there and there. Okay, then this one goes in the middle. This little guy will go up here. And then the bigger one, the bigger Tigger one, can go right about there. Okay, so I put it a little bit more crooked, and that looks like, this still looks good. It's like, if you want to have a little baby crookedness, you can. All right. Gems now. So on this one, I clipped it with the clear. So that, I mean, but you could definitely pull in some of the, oh, I lied. I actually have a tan one on there. So we're going to do a big one and a big one in the middle of those, and then grab a small one for that one. And the tan ones they match the pecan pie really nicely. So there's one. And now that's 4, which is odd, right? So where could you put another one? That's a very good question. I'm wondering, I really want to pull in one of these. I guess you could put one over here. So there's that, and let's grab one for over here. Good, okay. It's more of a soft, very soft, country-esque looking wintry card. It's that pecan that does that. So we're gonna trim that. We'll trim this guy a hair. So another way to do ribbon, you know, you got your loop, tail, 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 loop, tail. All right, by the S. You know, I thought about putting it over there, but that seemed a little big to me. I am also going to add one more dimensional right on this corner over here, just to help give it a little bit of structure right there. Okay. And my tearing tape, I'll peel off that backing, I think, and then that'll help stick better. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh, there you go, Team Blue. You got another one on the scoreboard for you guys. A little Team Blue action going here. Very pretty. Another nice, a nice wintry card here. Don't want to promote the winter at all here, guys. I'm just making a winter card, though. We're not done. We have to glue our innards in. All right, so let's just check that. So that's good to go. Let's move these guys over here. All right. There's that and that. Just a reminder, if you guys tuned in a little bit late, I still have this class available. If you're watching it probably 2 months from now, I will probably still have this class. I've never really had 20 extra of a class going into class. I mean, I've had 10 or 12, but never 20. So if anybody still was on the fence about this class, but now you're seeing it and you're like, oh man, it's really pretty, don't hesitate to reach out. I can definitely hook you up with a class. It comes with the 4 card kits, the embellishments, the ribbon, and the designer series paper, the quarter pack of it. Okay, so there we go. Now we can say it's done. Pretty much done. Yay. Okay, so let's put that guy over here and grab our last one, which is our Fallsy card. All right, so let's study this. This will be an easy one for you guys. This will be like the crema de la crema, the cream of the crop for easiness compared to what we were just doing, I think anyways. I love the fact that these are all photopolymer stamps, so, or the set is, especially with sentiments, it makes it so much easier to craft when it is a photopolymer. So with this one, we're gonna need a leafy, a sentimenty, and another leafy. So let's put this over here and that. So we've got this ready to go. Bedazzle paper. That's what I need to order. I keep forgetting. I had to write that down. I know I needed some more of that it's called more dazzle paper. I always make a little shopping list of stuff that I remember I get order that. Okay, got that written down. All right. So is there a Team Brown out there? I don't know if we've ever talked about a Team Brown, but this would be right up Team Brown's alley here. Okay. Designer series paper, we talked about it. It could be 5 inches, 5 1/16, 5 1/8, whatever you want. It's that they look like little cotton balls, like on the side of the, like cotton balls. That's what they look like to me. This is embossed with the exposed brick embossing folder. Super cool. You have a bunch of leaves. You have 2 that are die cut with the distressed gold already cut for you. You have your more dazzly one. Very cool. It's like got the creaminess to it, so it matches nice. And then you have a Cajun Craze one. So all these leaves, there's 4 different leaf dies in the set. You have a little strip for your sentiment. You have your mats for the inside. So your early espresso, your vanilla, and then your base is pecan pie. All right. So is there a Team Brown? I'm really curious. All right. You make each season of life even more beautiful. So you don't have to use that sentiment. You can use whatever you want, you guys. You can make this card whatever you want. Oh, we need Cajun ink and espresso. So let's grab the mat back. We're all about stamping right now. So let's get this done and this done. And espresso is on the bottom of the pile. It's inky dinky doo. Just got home from a card class, Mary Jean. Awesome. I hope you made some pretty things. Some pretty cards. All right, so this is going right on here. So you guys see what I do? I hover over the top and I look here. It's like crossing the sidewalk, right? Left, right, left. You look left, you look right, you look left. And then I even go back and I look right just to make sure it didn't go crooked on me. And I still had it go crooked on me. It's like, it's really weird that it's like this looks like it's going down and then that looks like it's fine. So I'm going to try one more time. It could be how this is on here. So I kind of like let it go back to its natural form. We're going to give it another whirl. All right. If you are on Team Brown, I bet you like UPS. Because they wear brown. I did this card yesterday. I made it a Harvest Blessings card for Thanksgiving. Very nice. That would be very nice. Oh, that's much better. Muy bonita. Okay, then we need the outline in espresso. And this can go right there. Okay, so that's it for espresso. Then we just need to grab our Cajun Craze. I didn't remember that one, so let me grab that. And that goes on the inside, and it will get stamped at second strength. Right about there. Boom, perfect. Okay. I think we've officially finished all the stamping for our night. Thanks, Becky. All right, then let's get a little glue happy. This can get glued. This can get glued. So here's the true test. When you're holding this up here, if you want to see more brown on the edge, cut a little DSP off. If you're good with it, leave it. But I want to see a little bit more designer paper right on the edge there. Blue is your favorite color. Perfect, Becky. So I'd have to say purple is my favorite color, but there's something about this brown card that is winning me over. It is, I just love how it looks very rich, like elegant. All right, so we have lots of gluing that's gonna happen right now, okay? We have lots of this. So let's do this one, that one, that one, and that one. All right, so let's get this guy over there. Okay, so this one will go in first. Like that. A little leafy, bottom right. Okay. Oh man, you guys, I caught myself. I definitely caught myself. I got glue happy. We have ribbon. So let's cut the ribbon that we need. And now we're gonna be on the struggle bus momentarily while we figure this out. It'll be okay. We just have to be very careful. So there's no right or wrong way with the direction. So we got to get this glued here on the front. Okay, it's okay, we'll get it. I shouldn't have put glue on it so fast, but I was so excited. You know, you guys can relate. All right, so we got the glue on. We still need to get get our ribbon on, right? So, yep. All right, so a little bit of tear and tape. Yes, rich and elegant, exactly. This would be a perfect fall wedding card, you guys. If you have a wedding, I have a fall wedding coming. I could do this for a fall wedding card. Like just put a really long congratulations. You could even trim the vanilla piece down if you wanted to. Put a congratulations on and make it a wedding card. Okay, so we're still on the struggle bus, but we're okay. We're just trying to not to get glue everywhere. All right, so get this tail down. Get this tail down. See, we made it. Now this one and this one. And we might have to add a little bit more glue because it looks like it's already drying on me. Right there. All right, back to order here. I put disorder into my order so easily there. All right, so let's put that on here. Okay, see, we're back to business. All right, this, what I did is it's flat. So what we're gonna do is put tear and tape. I think my plan is tear and tape all over this. And we gotta be careful because these back two leaves get tucked underneath. And so I'm gonna set this on it, but I'm not gonna push it down so I can still sneak those two leaves in. All right, so this will just kind of rest. The little ribbon goes kind of lightly over that. And now let's go back to this one. This needs a little stell up. All right, Becky, sounds good. I'll watch for the message. So you guys, after class, my plan is to write. I get to write the Gone Fishing tutorial. Jean is teaching that class in person on Wednesday, and it just dawned on me today that's like, oh yeah, I need to write the tutorial. I shouldn't say I need to. I get to write the tutorial. So I've got a 10-card tutorial that I got to write. I get to write right after class tonight. So that's what I'm going to be, like, I got to laser focus on that. So that'll be coming out soon to everybody. So we're going to put a little glue dot on the back end of this one, and it got a stick on here. And then this, we're going to again lift this up just slightly, and then that leaf will come out the back of that, like that. This little guy, again, if you want to leave these in, you probably could, otherwise poke them out. And there's one more right there. There's one more. No, there's not. That's it. Okay, a little bit of liquid glue will do it. Hi, Denise Crabtree. I'm waiting for a little note from you about what classes you'd like to get with your order, my dear. Let me know so I can get you signed up. Yeah, the Gone Fishing class is 10 cards, you guys. 10 different cards. So it's a 10-card tutorial. And then after that, I'll be writing the Winter Wonderland tutorial as well. I don't know if I'll get that done this week. My goal is to have that one done by Monday next week. So, yeah, so Gone Fishing tutorial tonight. I have it in my head too. If Tyler's gone to work late tonight, I'm gonna try to do a showcase of the swap cards. So I gotta stay focused, laser focused, you guys. All right, so this guy kind of covers up right here. Kind of this leaf is awesome because it goes, and then if the U is like right in the crook of it, kind of. And so this will go right here. Perfect. You texted me about 30 minutes ago. Wonderful. Well, I will look for that. Hopefully when I'm done with my tutorial. That will be my goal. All right, so I think we're done with glue dots. We're done with the ribbon. Let's get this guy. I guess I'll go like this. And then We'll need these and this last leafy. I think what I'm going to do is put a little dot of glue up here and through the spine of it. Hi, Anik. Joining very late. We always say better late than never. And this kind of rounds off this edge over here. So it kind of rolls right over the top of the ribbon. You're just finishing your Mystery Monday Night stamping with text stamping, Sharon. Got it. Well, you guys, we are going to be doing the Mystery Card Night drawing for some winners tonight. 2 winners tonight, so we're going to do that momentarily. All right, Gemsies. So this one looks good with the black ones. They kind of stand out a little bit more than the white ones don't really work. I think I lost one over there, so we're going to put that back on. And we're going to put the black one there. And got a couple here. We got 5 going on. Press them down so they don't fall off on you later. All right. We got that done, and we got this guy done. So good use of these gems, you guys. They were a fantastic contribution to this class with the earthen. Okay, so there we go. Oh, you're good. Denise, I didn't see the text come through. So once I'm live, I usually don't see anything come through except for instant messages, but then I ignore them usually because we're live. So, all right. Tammy Reynolds, did you do a Hey Chuck class? No, I have not done a Hey Chuck class. I just actually literally got the stamp set and dies in today. When I went to order it, it was out of stock. And then I just remembered that last week that I needed to get it yet. So I just got it myself. I think if anything, I'm going to incorporate the Hey Chuck into a monthly card class where it's 3 different bundles and we'd make 1 card with it. So that's what would be on my radar for Hey Chuck. So you can stay tuned for that if I end up doing that. But we have the monthly cards already set, and we're going to be, once we can see the annual, we can see the new spring, the new fall holiday catalog. We can see it on Wednesday, I think. No, Tuesday, Wednesday. We can see it on Wednesday. So once we can see that, we'll be able to pick out what we're going to be using for the next 4 months, which is pretty awesome. All right, so let's bring them all back in so you guys can tell me which one you like the best. Randy says great cards, beauty. Betty says beautiful, yay. Lori says very lovely cards, Team Blue, but you like the last one the best. That's, you guys, that's my favorite too. There's something so pretty about it. Yes, so rich and so elegant. Definitely agree there. All right, this here. Okay, oh, one more over here. So you guys, it's always good to get your stuff cleaned up right away so that you can put it back home where it needs to go so you don't lose it. So let's get these guys out of the way right away. Get our snowflake, must go right there. So the sad thing is that as soon as these are at the point where they need a good washing with water, and then they get their stickiness back. That goes in the other set. Again, we used Season of Chic tonight, and then Wonderful Thoughts is where we pulled in a You Are Much Appreciated sentiment. Colors we used were Cajun Craze, Espresso, Lost Lagoon, or Peacock. Well, Peacock, but potentially Lost Lagoon, depending if you want that one. Pebble Path and Moody Mauve. So cool there. And it was, in case you're wondering, excuse me, we used these sparkle gems and then the wavy trim. And again, oodles upon oodles of them left. You guys, well, now I know Nicole got one. So actually there's one less now, which is awesome. All right, so we got that done and that done. Okay. All right, so you guys are saying here, like the brown card the best. Angelique said the first and the last one are her favorites, which are these. Oh, good, the seashells, getting a vote, good. Laura says the last one. Susan's the blue one. Love it. Linda says blue and brown. Anik says, I may have to order Season of Chic. Then I always say my work here is done. That's our joke. Oh, yeah. That's what happens, you guys, when you see it used, right? It's always more beneficial to see something in action than to just see a picture of it in a catalog. So these cards will eventually be prizes in the future. Oh, here I have another block over here hanging out. So, all right, so let's put these over here. So what I have for you, oh man, I have Happy Mail too, you guys. I forgot to show you the Happy Mail. All right, so this one comes to us from Doral. Doral, I don't even know if I told you your card for the Wounded Warrior Project benefit that we're doing is in October. And so Doral signed up for that already. Yay. I love how you did the shading at a diagonal through here. She used Nature's Prints, and she has the 2 little leaves back here and some foliage in the front and cut out a little thank you with a bow. And then she splotched it, and so cool. And a little stamping on the inside. So Doral, I need to message you. I will tell you that this did come today. So, so that's a little Happy Mail. This one is from Laura Sullivan. I love it. Laura sent me an envelope to go with it too. I love it. So it's like fun fold. Oh, we were talking about, it's like got the Paris Eiffel Tower set. It's like the flower one from a couple years ago. Lynn says, I'm glad I ordered the stamp set last week during the Wednesday stamp special. Yay, I'm glad you did too. Sarah likes the seashell. Wonderful. Hi, Sue Beasley from Australia. Good morning to you, my friend. Timeless Textures, Tasteful Textures, I think is the embossing folder. And it opens like that. So pretty. Very pretty. I love gray with black. So that was Laura Sullivan. Thank you, Laura, for that. That came today. Faye says she loves all 4. Yay. This one is from Miss Vicky Rodriguez. She used the Inked and Tiled bundle. So very cool. I love it. So she wrote me a nice little love note in here. She used Inked and Tiled designer paper, the stamp set. She pulled in like a little stitched square. Hello there is from Nature's Prints. Some in-color dots, and she used the Pebbled Path textured ribbon. So pretty. And then she decorated the inside here. Hope this card makes me smile, and it did. So I love how she's got the little flower peeking out there too. So very pretty. I love the love note too. Glad to hear your husband's doing better. That's awesome. This one is from Miss Sherry Everett. Yes, it was. I love how she did this like rainbowy look back. It's not a rainbow, but the red, the yellow, and the green. And then she got that stamped on here first, or like it's kind of like washed with a watercolor painter would be my guess. It's got splotches on too, which lightened up the green. And then she stamped on here with black ink. And then she's got the peaceful poppies or painted poppies on here. I love it. It's very sharp. Looking good. Karen Forward likes the brown one, but they're all pretty. Yay. A little double matting on the inside with a little poppy there. So very pretty. Sherry, I love your love note here that you sent me as well. Thank you. This one is from Miss Mary Ann. So Mary Ann, I have a hard time saying your last name. I just don't know how to say it. So I love that you decorated the envelope to match. It's like artfully layered and like, so it's Saerve. So it's Savra or Sar. So this is where it's like, I need to hear it pronounced so I know how to say it. So she said, I am truly amazing, except for I don't know how to say her last name, so I feel bad. So thanks for brightening my day. And she's got lots of like the art layered here, like the vellum layering designs, some champagne rhinestones. The leaves were die cut. But again, Marianne, Savre, like maybe that would be my educated guess, Savre, French, right? But very pretty card, Marianne. I love it. All right, so that's the Happy Mail that I just recently got. Okay, so that's good. We got through that. Now, this was the April monthly class. So, if you did miss out on this class and you are loving these cards, the Pirate Ship and the Lighting the Way carried over. The Marigold Moments did not. That was gone right away, too. The card kit, though, that you like, so I have like about 6 of this card kit left. This class, I have about 6 left. You only need a sentiment, and here, if you don't have the marigolds, it's okay. You could stamp other flowers and a sentiment. You get a little dragonfly trinket. You get all the gems. Like, so this is a 3-card class. It would be $15 plus shipping or free with a $45 order. So we have winners though. This class was from April. Yay, we're in July. So we're almost done with April, and then we have May and June and July. So we're not so far behind anymore. We got caught up from January to April in the last month or so, which is awesome. So drum roll. Winner, chicken dinner, Terry Costin. Yay, Terry. So this is what the inside looks like. It says you have a heart of gold. So Terry, you will be getting that one. I have your address. Da-da-da-da. Winner, chicken dinner, Christina Hannon. Hannan. You commented. I don't know who you are, but you won a card. So if you guys know Christina Hannan, or you are Christina Hannan, just if you want the card, you just got to get me your address so I know where to mail it to, if you want it. This one goes to Elizabeth Ortega. Elizabeth, you are another one that I don't have your address. So if you wouldn't mind providing it to me, I would mail you this Lighting the Way card, which is a perfect one for the summer. Haha. You are all kinds of wonderful. So again, Elizabeth Ortega and Christina Hannan won these two. I need addresses, but I have Miss Terry Costin's address. So congratulations to you three lucky ladies. Yay. All right. So for the Share, Create, Inspire card class, what I did is I went to Facebook. Not there, but I went to Facebook. If you guys want to see this, oh, look at this. We were on stage 8 years ago already. Wow, 8 years ago. My mom went with us that year too. I love it. Okay, 8 years ago was 2015. Holy Moses. Okay, so you go to Cards by Christine, and you would go to About, and then if you scroll down, there's Events. You need to go to Past Events, See All, and we're happening now with some, but tomorrow, you guys, I forgot about it. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow we have a kit class at 10 a.m. We're going to put that Blossom Wishes card class together. Okay, so don't forget 10 o'clock tomorrow. And then, wait, this is coming up. I need past. Hang on, let's go back a moment here. See all past classes. All right, we're still doing upcoming. Here, past classes. We went to, if you guys want to see the cards, you just come here to the past classes, share a recipe, create a card, and inspire others. And if you go to the discussion, that is where you will see the card that I created and the card that Sherry Everett created. And then you will see her recipe. And then in the comments of the sharing post is where you can see, like, Susan shared a card, Anna shared a card, Karen shared a card. So you can see everybody's card creation. So it kind of works like mystery card night. So I grabbed everybody's names and I came up with 8 names of people who shared cards. So we're going to go to random number generator and put in 8 here. And when I click the word generate, it's going to tell me a number. So it's going to potentially change from 1. But you'll see numbers and then it'll come up and I'll see who wins. 7. Darrell, you won, Darrell. Yay. I will have a prize for you to mail out in your next package that you have going out. So Darrell, you were number 7. Congratulations for, it's actually SCI is what I do. Share, Create, Inspire. Good job. Yay. Okay, so we got that one done. Then I went into the mystery card night. So just to kind of confirm where that's at, if you guys go to, oops, I went too far. Haha. Just stayed one step here. So upcoming, if we go down to past and we go to, you guys, the used stamp sale. We had the used stamp sale on Friday. We sold over $2,100 of stuff between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. 7 hours? 8 hours. In 8 hours, we sold like $2,100 worth of stuff. It was crazy. Okay, mystery card night. And then what you do is you go to the discussion. And I shared my 2 cards, which we showed them earlier today. And then you can catch the replay and then show off your creations. And so this is where you can go to see everybody's awesome, beautiful, amazing cards, right? Such pretty cards here. And so you can go and like them and comment, do whatever you want to do. So I went through and I pulled 35. Let's look here. I emailed it to myself, you guys. Hang on. So we emailed it to myself. So we had 35 people that submitted cards. So let's go to random number generator. We're going to put 35 in here. And we're going to hit the word generate. And so we're going to write who the 2 winners are here. So 35, we're going to hit the word generate. Number 28. And we're going to hit the word generate again. Number 6. So we have number 6 and number 28. Let's see who they are. 6 is Sarah Goer. Okay, Sarah Goer. And 28 is Patty Townsend. So Patty Townsend, yay! All right, good job, you 2. So there was 35 unique people who shared, which was pretty awesome, you guys. And so I usually do 1 winner for every 20, and I will have prizes for those 2 people. All right, very cool. So, Patty, Sarah, Jarrell, Christina, Elizabeth, and Terry. And then we come over here, and I have 55 people. So we are going to do 2 winners for drawing tonight. So we're going to go back to random number generator. Again, we're going to put 55 in and see who wins here. So we're going to hit generate. 49 is Marsha Dean. Yay, Marsha. Yay, it's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. And 47, it stayed really close. Linda Hunt. Yay, Linda. Good job. Okay, we did it. We got Linda Hunt. We got Marsha Dean. You guys are the door prize winners. So for the class tonight. So just know that when you have your next class that you get a package for, I will include a door prize for you, for the both of you. So Marsha and Linda Hunt. I love it. Good. So let's mark your names down. And then we've got Patty and Sarah and Elizabeth and Christina and Terry. Oh my. All right, Marsha, Dean, and Linda Hunt. Awesome. Perfect. All right, so you guys, at some point this week, I will do a winner's post. Like I usually do it about once a week. So in case you aren't watching the lives, you could always watch for that post that I do on my Facebook page. So I try to do it once a week. I'll probably get it scheduled before I leave on Wednesday so that you guys see it. And I might do the paper pumpkin drawing ahead of time, so I can put that and include that in the post, and then just tell Kelly to announce who the winner is. So that's probably what I'll do. So yes, congratulations to all the winners. Yay, I love it. All right, we did it. What time is it? Oh man, it's 8 o'clock on the head. I love it. We kept this to 2 hours. Sometimes ink, paper, scissors can get a little bit long on us because of the cutting of the designer series paper. So I'm happy we kept it right at 2 hours. So it's just about 8 o'clock. Awesome, here in Wisconsin. All right, so again, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll be doing the kit class, the Blossom Wishes kit class, and sneaking on between now and Wednesday before I leave to do the showcase of the classes. And I'm gonna potentially do a showcase of swap cards if I can sneak that in yet. So I'm officially happy to say on Saturday night, we got the last of, I did by myself. I was working on cards on Saturday night. I got the last 2 monthly cards done. And so that showcase for August is going to be amazing, you guys, of what's coming up. It's going to be good. So, all right. You guys have anything else? The $1 million question is, what did I forget, right? I always say, what did I forget? Yeah, my light just went crazy. Okay. All right, Laura's sending me a text. So, Laura, I did get you signed up for the one class, but we'll have to figure out stuff. Everybody will message me or email me and we'll figure it out. But I'm going to try to focus right now on writing that go fishing or gone fishing tutorial and getting some supper. Yay. All right, you guys. Thanks for all the congratulations to everybody. That's awesome. We always love it when we win something, right? So, all right. Lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you guys. I will count to 10 in case it cuts out early on me, but I'm so happy we got through without having any technologically hiccups, inclined hiccups. All right, you guys. Oh, you're very welcome. You guys have a great night too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.